Well, hello and welcome back to the Tom Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading, as I always say, for serious people. So it's not your unicorn, your rainbow kind of tarot reading. I don't believe in those kind of tarot readings. And especially if you take a look historically at where humanity sits right now, when compared to the last 7,000 years of recorded history, and that's the key word, recorded. Yes, we have some pretty good, tantalizing clues that life on a pretty amazing level existed 10, 20, 30,000 years ago or longer. But all we have is the remnants, their buildings. Very few artifacts per se, but their architectures, the structure we see. So we knew something amazing existed 10,000 years ago or more, but we don't have any information. We do have fairly accurate information going back 7,000 years, and in that time period, never have we been in this situation. We are in an existential crisis right now as human beings. This is the time when we decide as a group. I know that's hard to believe because there are a few powerful people who are pulling the strings. We haven't known about them until recently. Certainly since 9/11 incident, where it became very obvious stuff's going on behind the scenes. But even then, most people just decided to do the hiding thing. And it wasn't until the last few years where people have begun to go, oh my God, maybe there is something to all of this. And then we've seen things speeding up to the point where if you are a thinking, conscious, sentient human being, you cannot deny anymore that there's evil going on. So we are literally at a time when we will decide as a group whether by our indecision or decisions. Doesn't make any difference. If you don't make a choice, that's a decision. But we are at the point where we are determining whether or not human beings will continue. That's pretty heavy duty because things are adjusting every single day. And it seems as though, boy, we're just having a tough time keeping up. So it is a critical time. The world is suffering from the same maladies, whether it's pollution of the mind, of the body, or of the spirit. Doesn't make any difference. It is being done intentionally, purposefully, to destroy mankind. And that's not a guess. That's not a conspiracy theory. People at the World Economic Fund, Bill Gates, Georgia Guidestones, and others have said they want 90% of us dead by 2050. That's what they've said. It could happen sooner. They'd be fine with them. But 90% of us, they want off the planet between now and 2050 or sooner. And there are all kinds of things lined up for it. So your decision or indecision is going to be monumental. Whether you're happy with it or not, whether you're comfortable with it or not, doesn't make a damn bit of difference. That's part of the karma, if you will, we are all living through right now. And this is the reason that I do tarot. Because I've done tarot for over 20 years, and I've come to understand that tarot is the science of potential. In other words, it directly impacts or affects you. Okay, it does not affect the masses. I've done astrology, numerology for over 50 years. That's 50. And I've come to the conclusion that numerology, astrology are the science of cycles. If you know the cycles, you can kind of figure the energy. And much of the energy that we are confronting right now goes back to, for the United States, 1776, July 4. I'm not going to get into the details. I don't want to overwhelm you with astrological details because that's one of the big problems with astrology. There's so many details you can overload somebody in a heartbeat. The eyes glaze over. The brain glazes over, even worse. But the energies are very much the same now as they were back 250 years ago. In fact, speaking 250 years ago, that'll be the birthday of the United States, 250 years old, July 4th, 2026, a year and a half from now. And I have decided in my mind that that is the time limit I'm going to give our new administration to fix things, to right things, to make America better, to make America healthier. July 4th, 2026, 250 years. Where are we going to be? Where's the middle class going to be? I don't give a damn about the rich. They can all fizzle away. Doesn't make any difference to me. They've stolen our wealth, our resources. When you get three companies, BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, three companies controlling 92% of Wall Street, you wonder why everything is costing more, while everything's made more cheaply, while deals are being done that actually hurt you, make it more difficult to live? It's because those three companies, essentially, they're deciding, we want to get rid of 90% of people anyway. Let's make it hell on earth. Let's let them get the hell out of here. So when confronted with these kinds of existential questions, I want to emphasize the general energy. And we're, again, repeating astrologically the energy from July 4th, 1776. We're moving it up now. It is here now. And you see what's going on with people. They're beginning to wake up all over the world. They're beginning to go, enough is enough. And so that's why I'm going to determine what this new administration is worth. Because the only way we're going to save America is if we save the middle class and the poor. That doesn't mean give them stuff. I'm tired of that bullshit argument. Let them earn, but give them a chance at being able to make a life. Something that has been removed from them, taken away from them. Their spirit is crushed. They have no point, they have no purpose, they have no meaning, they have nothing. That was the plan. So when it comes to that kind of thing, how do you build it up? Well, you take care of the entire society, yes, but you do it on an individual by individual basis, just like they did in the American Revolutionary War. Most of the people actually wanted to stay with Britain. It was about 30-40% of Americans who said, no, I want to be independent, and they fought for it. That's where we're at. Think of life as kind of a cosmic river. That's where the astrology comes in. You can see the tides of energy. And once you get the cycles, you can kind of forecast, predict. I may next week do some more going back in time and bringing it forward so that you kind of get the idea of the cycles. But for today, leave it at that. The middle card, the oracle card, talks about fates. Fate. We all like to believe, and we're sold so much, that, well, you can manifest. To an extent, that's true. But it is my belief that you can only create or manifest within your karma, within your destiny. I believe most of life is destiny. Most of life is fate. Now, that doesn't mean that you sit back and do nothing. If you're playing baseball, you can't sit in the bullpen and expect to hit a home run. You got to get out on the field and swing the bat. Or if you're playing football, you can't just sit on the bench and watch the game go by. You got to get out there, knock it around. That's the reason for the manifesting. It is accessing the energy that you have, the fated energy that you have, and getting the most out of it. Why do I say fated? Well, if you have brothers and sisters, you were all raised in the same family, essentially, you should be pretty much the same. But you're not. You're very different in a lot of ways. Why is that? Well, because we all come into the existence with a different frequency, a different energy, a different fate. And so that's why I like the Manifested Tarot. Wherever you're at in your life, wherever you're at spiritually, mentally, physically, you take this energy. If it resonates with you from the reading, apply it. Don't hesitate. Do not hesitate. If you get that contact with your spirit, go like hell. I mean, run. Don't stop. That's the door opening. That's the stepping up to the plate, swinging, and this time you hit a home run. If you don't walk out there, you can't swing. It's a miss no matter what you do. But the idea here is that there is a cosmic river. This is the time that you pay attention to it. In fact, at this point, we've just gotten past the solar eclipse. We are having, I think Venus going retrograde right now. Mercury in a week or so is going to be going retrograde. This is not a time for action. This is a time to be aware that you're on the cosmic river. And you just have to kind of let it flow and let it go. Let the energy come out. We try too hard. We interfere with our own natural energy to play games in this 3D universe. If you can, step up to the 5D. And it doesn't mean that you don't do anything. You still have to get up to the plate and you got to swing the bat. But you do it not worrying about hitting the home run. In fact, I have the meme for today, which in an odd sort of a way fits. And it says, you only have one birthday. The rest are congratulations for surviving the next year. Stop and think about it. That's all you got is one birthday, and then it's the anniversary. Anniversary. You survived. This is the opportunity for you to flow along the cosmic river, flow along with the frequencies, which frees you up and allows you to manifest even better. Let's go all the way to the left. We got the devil card. When we talk about the devil, people look outside of ourselves, and we really need to look inside. Because the devil card's all about bondage, despair, addictions. Okay? It's whatever you're addicted to. Do you buy this materialism bullshit? Do you think that another car, a bigger house, more this, more that, that's going to make you happy? Hasn't made the very rich people happy. They need more and more and more, and they still have that hole in their soul. So this is the time to follow the cosmic river, to let yourself go, not to worry about the outcome. Step up to the plate, swing the bat. If you miss, who cares? But you may also hit it out of the park. And you have to put yourself in that position. But the first thing that you need to do, separate yourself from your addictions. Difficult to do, but not impossible. The next card is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords talks about a useless battle. It's just a lot of conflict, little, you're bitching at each other and really not accomplishing anything, not shedding any light, not making a situation any better, not wiser, nothing. It's just noise for the sake of noise. But that's what they want. They want racists to fight. They want sexists to fight. They want everybody to fight. When you're fighting among yourselves, you're not working together, and that means you're weak. That's why you have to step into the cosmic river. Allow your fate to surface. And you do that by manifesting. Final cards here are both threes. One is a Three of Pentacles, the other is a Three of Cups. What you have to do is reconnect yourself emotionally to your value system. Right now, people just do the system because it's the system. That's what you do. But it's a system that is designed to hurt you, destroy you, get rid of you. That's clear. So you have to reconnect. Love, respect yourself. That's the Three of Cups. Love and respect yourself. That's one of the values the Three of Pentacles talks about. Pentacles are our value system. Three of Pentacles says realigning up our value system so that it matches mentally, physically, spiritually. You are in unison with yourself. When you're not, you're very weak. It's the expression, I think Abraham Lincoln said it, house divided cannot survive, or something to that effect. If you're divided within yourself, if you don't have a good, solid value system, if you don't love and respect yourself through a good, solid value system, you're weak. I don't care what you do, you're weak. It's like going up to the plate. Instead of swinging a bat, you're swinging a pencil. Well, hell, even if you strike the ball, nothing's going to happen. So the final two cards, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, says, Love yourself enough to put together a supportive value system. And the way that you do that is kind of get into the cosmic river. Just let yourself flow. You have a fate. I don't care how rich you are. At many points in our lives, we have this thing step in that, well, I met the right person, I did the right thing, I said the right thing. I didn't even know what the hell I was talking about, but it hit this person and this opportunity and this and this and this and this. Our lives are full of fortunate and very often unfortunate circumstances. That's our fate. That's our destiny. That's what separates you from your brother, your sister, your cousins, your mother, your father. You come from the same stock, but you're all very different. Tap into that difference. Give yourself the ability to flow down the cosmic river, to find your fate. You can do that by manifesting, or you can spend the next 6 weeks as we're going through this Mercury and Venus retrograde and just allow things to kind of go by and just observe, feel, sense. I'll tell you, by the time you're halfway through April or certainly into May, things are going to be much clearer. But the only way that's going to happen is if you let go, let God. Follow the cosmic river. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao manifested reading. Hope you're here with me. I look forward to our doing it every day. If not, between now and the next time we get together, peace and blessings.